Welcome back to Riverview Unfiltered. I'm your host, Kelly, and today we're going to be baking with Rachel from Rachel's Home Management. Not only are we going to manage to make some great cookies, and let's hope they're delicious too, but also talk a little bit about Rachel and what she loves to do with cooking. So grab your glass of milk, get comfy, and let's get cooking. All right, so let's get baking, Rachel. Thank you so much for being here with us, and I can't wait to actually dig in. So it's on you, hun.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here and make these cookies with you. So to get started, you're going to grab a medium to large mixing bowl.
Okay.
So I'm going to move our smaller bowls to the side, and then you're going to take a half a cup of butter, which is going to be 1 stick, and you're going to add it to another half a cup of butter, which makes a full cup.
You're
going to use 2 sticks of butter and plop them into the bowl. Now you'll want them to be softened. As you can see, ours here were softened nicely before we started.
I did good.
Yeah,
I did good.
But
I did the shopping.
You did a great
Not the
job.
cooking yet.
But if you're at home and your butter is not soft and you're kind of taking it out of the fridge, you can just pop it in the microwave for 10 to 20 seconds. Just keep an eye on it so it doesn't get melted. So you can see we have that in here. And you're going to add your sugar to this bowl. So first we're going to add a cup of brown sugar. So
Want me to go ahead and do that for you? Okay.
And then while you do that, I'll get this half cup.
Oh, great. She gave me the sticky brown sugar, guys.
And
Awesome. In the big measuring cup.
I will add a half cup of regular white granulated sugar as well.
Now, I've seen in the store brown sugar, dark brown sugar, and light brown sugar. Does it really matter?
The dark brown sugar will give it a richer, more like caramelly taste, and the light brown sugar will be more of a lighter taste, but you can use them interchangeably.
Okay, well, we have dark brown sugar today, ladies and gentlemen.
That's gonna be perfect. And so we actually need a fork to mix this, so I'm gonna grab a fork.
Okay, we are back with the mixing spoon, y'all.
So we are going to cream the butter and sugar together. Now I am kind of a more rustic home cook. I don't use fancy things like a mixer, but you could definitely do this step using a KitchenAid mixer.
So ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? You do not need to lug out your ginormous KitchenAid mixer from the pantry on the top shelf that you don't ever get out that you got for your wedding 20, 30, 40.
Funnily enough,
Boyd and Susan 50 years ago.
I had one. It sat on my counter for like a year.
It's pretty though.
I never one time used it, and so I gave it to my friend.
I use my KitchenAid mixer all the time.
Well,
it sits out on my counter.
I think they are helpful, but I'm just kind of old school in my methods. So what I'm doing, let me turn this so that you guys can see.
So this would be easy for a child to do as well, right?
Absolutely. Kids also love these cookies, so I think it would be a great thing to get them. And it's kind of like being in a sandbox, honestly.
Well, don't tell the children that. Although you could eat it, right? It's just butter and sugar at this point.
Right now, and we're actually almost done. So this could take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes to cream it, but because you beautifully soften the butter, it's much easier. So thank you, Kelly.
Absolutely.
And so you'll want to do this until it kind of creates a little bit of a paste. I will show you guys in just 1 second. When I'm finished. Great, so if you take a look, you can see this kind of is like a little bit of a paste mixture, and that's when you'll know that you're ready to move on to the next step. And so the next step is adding the egg. Kelly, if you want to crack the egg in here, that'd be great.
No shells, please, no shells.
Yes, no shells. And we're also going to add the vanilla, so hand me the teaspoon, which is right there next to you. We will also add some vanilla. We have this really nice Madagascar vanilla extract, but even the imitation vanilla will do just fine in this recipe. Okay, so you add that in.
I'll be your little helper over here.
Thank you, the perfect sous chef.
I'll be like the little kiddo.
Or sous baker.
The sous baker.
And you're gonna give that a nice mix too, just till everything is well incorporated. And again,
and no mixer needed.
No, I've never used a mixer to make this recipe.
Unbelievable.
But you totally could. It would make things.
That's
a
really
easier.
easy. That's really, really, really easy.
That's something I love about this recipe. Is
in a
how
one
easy
pot.
it is.
A one bowl, excuse me. Yeah.
Absolutely. So here's what it looks like once the vanilla and the egg are incorporated. And now it's time to add the dry ingredients, which are flour, baking soda, and a little bit of salt.
Okay.
So first we'll add 2 1/4 cups of flour.
I can go ahead and do that for you.
And if you're lucky enough to have someone here with you while you're doing it, you could mix it while they're adding it into the bowl, so that it's mixing at the same time.
Like a mixer would.
Exactly.
So hence you do need a little helper. You need a helper, chef.
Well, life is better with,
with
help from friends.
helpers.
Yeah. So that's 2 1/4 cups. So you can add that in
So
now.
this is number 2 going in.
Yep.
And then instead of eyeballing it, I do have my little 1/4 cup, everybody.
Perfect.
Now, I've heard people say, oh, well, you better sift your flour, you better do this, that, and the other. How do you feel about that? Or just, again, eyeballing the things?
So I don't personally sift my flour, but some flour you can buy, it says it's pre-sifted on the
Pre-sifted,
bag,
okay.
and then you don't even have to like think about, should I or shouldn't I do that?
Okay.
I was trying to see if yours, see the flour that we had actually says on the bottom pre-sifted.
It does.
So we don't have to worry about that.
Fantastic. I didn't know that. I guess I don't read the labels.
I actually just recently learned that myself. So you learn something every day.
Okay, and then we've got a
1
teaspoon of baking soda.
So this one has the vanilla in it, so you
I'll
can
just use
that.
the two halves left.
Yeah,
no
perfect.
dishes. No dishes.
Yes, 1.
Whoops, sorry.
You're
Little
good.
baking soda for me, a little for you.
Perfect. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So while I finish mixing this, if you want to...
I'm gonna have to do a little grinder because we're fancy in here.
And then I am going to actually switch to my hands, which I washed before we began filming, just to make a more doughy consistency.
All right, so we're putting salt not only on top of the cookies,
Yes.
but inside of the cookies. I guess that's the science, right?
So the salt in the cookies will just... That goes in most baking recipes.
Okay.
You're adding salt to enhance the flavor of the other ingredients that you've put in. But then the flaky sea salt for the top really kind of take them to the next level. I'm excited for that part.
I'm excited for the flaky sea salt because it's really not that easy to find, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Really is not, believe it or not. You may think that it is, but
That's why they keep it from you, because it's so good.
it's so good. When you find it in the store, you might as well just go ahead and get it.
Yes.
There's the salt.
Perfect. So while I'm finishing mixing this dough, if you would like to measure out 2 cups of chocolate chips, and I prefer
Yes.
the dark chocolate chips. This recipe is dark chocolate, but you could use any chips that you like. So you could use white chocolate, milk chocolate.
Kind of whatever you may have in the pantry
Absolutely.
too, because
peanut butter chips. You never know.
Heath bar chips.
Oh yeah. You can customize the type of chips you use, but I really prefer.
I do love dark chocolate though.
Me too. It's my favorite. So, and you actually got my favorite kind. So I think in the recipe it says use your favorite kind. And
Yep.
You did.
Hershey's.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
But it
Neither is Publix, but
Delicious.
we like to use our locals. All right, here's 1 cup.
Yep.
These are a lot of chips.
Oh yeah. There's one
Chocolate
thing
chippy.
that makes a good recipe is like extra chocolate.
When in doubt, add extra, right?
That's right. And so what I'm doing while you're adding these is kind of folding it. You can add
Like
it.
you would with bread, almost.
Exactly. And I'm just folding the chips in to the dough just so
Okay.
that they're equally incorporated and that one cookie isn't just completely chips and the other ones have none. So after this, we're gonna be ready to put them on the sheet.
Okay, they don't need to go in the fridge or the freezer or anything
Nope.
like that? Okay.
No. Another plus though to this recipe is you could freeze this dough if you weren't ready to make them right now, or if you're like me, I live alone, and so what I like to do is make this recipe and then roll the balls and put them in the freezer.
Pre-rolled, and then you can just pop them onto the sheet if you want
One at a
one
time.
or 2, or you have friends over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or kids after school. This would be great, moms
Yes.
or dads.
Totally, it's so much easier.
Do it now. Do it now, and then be like, kids, look, I baked cookies all day for you.
Yeah. Okay, so now what we'll do is we will get the 2 cookie sheets ready.
Okay.
I will make some bread for us. Now you can do large or small cookies, and there is a different size like dough ball that you would want. So for a larger cookie, it would be like about a 1/4 cup, which is like about this size of dough rolled into a ball, and the others would be about 2 tablespoons.
So what do we think that is?
That's probably closer to the 1/4 cup, and we're gonna use that just to make it easier
All right.
for us today. And
You guys, you can get these like on Amazon. I think that's where I got them.
Yes.
So perfect. Okay.
And let me show you this little trick. The trade here. I'll show you with one in my hand, and then we'll go back to this. Or if you want to keep scooping,
I'll keep scoop.
Would be great. So something that I think is really fun to do with cookies is once you have them in a ball shape, you can actually rip them in half like this, and then put them back together before you put them on the cookie sheet like this. And then they bake more like a bakery style. Like they just look more bakery style cookies and more homemade and pretty.
They do.
Yeah. So when they bake out, they look even better than before. So we can just put them all out, and then once they're on the sheet, we'll bake them, depending on the size, anywhere from 9 minutes if they're on the smaller end to up to 15 minutes for the larger cookies. So I tend to put my oven at about 11 minutes and just take a look at them.
Just keep peeking.
Yeah, I'm kind of a control person,
a peeker.
So I like to look at them, yes.
A peeker.
And let me get the second sheet too.
Okay. I really like can't wait to see what they look like
on the other side.
On the other side when we rip them open.
Oh my gosh. My mouth's already watering, honestly. I haven't had these in a while, so I'm excited.
All right.
Okay, perfect. And then we may have to put these a little closer together if we run out of room on this sheet.
Okay.
Do you want me to put these in now, or do you want to just wait and put them all in together?
Let's get one started.
Sure.
Now, do we put the sea salt on before, after?
After.
After. Okay.
So
all right.
sea salt will go on when they're warm.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak behind you. Pop them in.
In they go. Well, fantastic.
Yes.
So, Rachel, what is your earliest memory of baking?
Ooh, that's a great question. Probably would be baking with my meme, which is my mom's mom.
Okay.
She was a big baker in our family, and she taught us a lot of recipes. I actually just called her this week to get her zucchini cookie recipe because I had been gifted a beautiful zucchini from one of my clients' gardens. And so we spent some time on the phone while she looked for her cookbook.
I don't think I've ever had a zucchini cookie, but I have made zucchini bread a time or four. So it's a great summer recipe with all of those extra zucchinis and squashes that are in not just our local farmers market, but our gardens and local grocery stores.
I love using like seasonal produce and things. So I was really excited to get to make those.
Yeah.
I actually had one today. They were
Yum.
Cool.
Okay, so sweet cookies, do you prefer salty or sweet? I know that we're making salty sweet cookies, but in general, are you a salty or a sweet person?
Oh, I'm a salty person.
Salty, like what kind? Oh. Well, salty or salty? Because I'm a little salty sometimes.
Salty like my food, yeah.
Okay, so like what kind of food?
I love steak. It's like my number one, and I really love mac and cheese as well. Kind of basic, I guess, with that. But I also love
it's all delicious.
Fettuccine Alfredo. I love to make that.
I just love food.
Me too. I mean, I could talk to you about food probably the whole day.
Yeah.
I just made
we could do that.
Delicious corn chowder the other night. Because every Sunday I do like family dinner at my house with just me and my boyfriend. And I make something elaborate. So this week it was like
corn chowder.
Local vegetable corn chowder with zucchini and carrots and celery.
And used all the local fare. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So you're so good in the kitchen. You make amazing things. What's been a big kitchen fail?
Oh, I definitely have one. When I first was learning to cook in college, I was doing a recipe for burgers, and I thought, how hard could this be? My dad did this all the time when I was growing up, and I didn't realize that the seasoning that they were listing out was to make a mix of seasoning, and then you use like a tablespoon of that. So I put like a half a cup of salt into a pound of burger meat. It was so disgusting. Like my friends in college were like, we can't eat this. I'm so sorry to offend you, but like this
we're
is
going
disgusting.
To McDonald's.
Yeah. I never
Burger
made that
King,
mistake again.
where you can have it your way, right?
That's right.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, that was like the first thing I ever tried to make. It was a big fail. Not anymore. I don't do that anymore.
No. Read all of the recipe first. Note to self.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, another if you could be. So you had zucchini cookies, you made them. We're now making salted dark chocolate chip. If you could be any cookie, what kind of cookie would you be? Like your personality, your whole thing?
Oh, I feel like my personality would be like a like an M&M cookie because it's got like all the colors and like chocolate and it's sweet, and I feel like I'm sweet and I have a vibrant personality. But
no, not at all. Not us in our pink today. We didn't plan it. Yeah.
But in reality, probably like an Italian wedding cookie because they're like small and they're covered in powdered sugars. They're sweet, but then they're also like a little bit savory on the inside with like an almond flavoring.
And very feminine as well. Yes.
That's one of my favorite kind of cookies. So
that's great. I do love a good.
What about you?
Oh gosh. Well, we may be like a trash cookie or a garbage cookie. Let's just put it all together. Every single Halloween candy, you just hodgepodge. No. I think that I am to be honest, a classic chocolate chip.
Everyone loves them.
Everybody loves them, exactly. But just good for all of the palates.
Yeah.
Having everyone have something in common. I like to try and have something in common with everybody, and everybody loves a simple chocolate chip cookie. So not that I'm simple, but probably a great chocolate chip cookie like we're making here today.
Yes, definitely.
Talk to me a little bit about your business, Rachel's Home Management. How did you get started doing that?
Yeah, so I was a corporate event planner, and I was an event planner for the Tivoli Theater actually for the beginning half of my career. And when I worked in that theater setting, I was working a lot with the artists and getting their dressing rooms ready and providing them all the things they needed to feel comfortable in the spaces that we had to provide for them while they were on the road. And I got a lot of joy out of doing that and making people feel comfortable in their space that was theirs. And so when I decided to branch out and do something on my own, I was thinking about what did I enjoy in my past? And I really love serving people and making them comfortable. And so I thought, wow, I could really help people be comfortable in their homes, help them take things off of their list, like their to-do list, and clear their mind so they can enjoy their space and they can enjoy their life and their family and what they love to do. And so it's kind of was born from that, and it's grown legs of its own and gone on to add in amazing things like meal prepping for people and running errands and cleaning fridges and folding laundry, anything that they need.
So we have lots of different kind of residents in Stroll's area, Riverview. We go from the base of Chattanooga Golf and Country Club, and then we go all the way up into the neighborhood of the Enclaves. So we have young families, we have empty nesters, and then we have retirees. So what would be the best bang for everyone's buck if I had a young family? Like, how could you help me? Let's say that I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I've got 3 littles. What could, and I'm all over the place. Well, I'm always all over the place, but how could you help me with 3 littles, help manage my home, or help me get on a schedule?
Sure. So I affectionately tell people I have clients that range from age 7 to age 87. So I can definitely help in any age group. And for a young family, it's something as simple as maybe if you have 3 little kids, you're not thinking about doing the laundry, or you're not thinking about doing the dishes for the 3 meals that you make them every single day, or you're not even thinking about the meals because you're constantly going after each little kid and giving them what they need and what they like desire in their growing up stages. And so that's where someone like me can come in and say, you go ahead and take the kids to their activities or the park or wherever you want
running
to go.
around when you're outnumbered, right?
Sure. And I can come in and clean your kitchen, or I can come in and do all the laundry and tidy your space. So when you come home, that you don't feel like, wow, we just had this great day with our kids, but now the work's not done and they still need us, but you can come home and the work's already done and you can just relax and enjoy your family.
But you are not a cleaning service.
No. So I do have cleaners that I work with, but I do what I would call light housekeeping. So I'll clean the dishes, I'll
tidy
clean
up
the laundry. Yep, I'll tidy the living spaces, make beds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I know that in your ad, it talks about, and on your website, which you all should go and visit, rachel'shomemanagement.com. And she can help you. Oh,
the cookies.
Saved by the bell, Rachel. Let's check on those cookies.
Let's check. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, they look really good.
Delicious. Oh. And you can see the ones that we split, like right here and right here, kind of look like bakery cookies versus these other ones that are more rounded.
Oh my gosh, you better wish that you had smell vision right now.
Yeah, seriously, they do smell great.
Before, after.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is I like to tap them. So I always think they should be a little soft when they come out when you tap them.
Okay.
Not soft enough that your finger's gonna go through it, but soft enough that they're gonna be soft once they're cooled. And so then you'll take this beautiful, delicious salt that Kelly went to the end of the earth to find. It's flaky sea salt. This is a really popular brand here, this Maldon salt, but they also have a different version available at Walmart that's just as good. It's called Cypress sea salt. So if you can't find this exact box.
Our local Whole Foods helped me out today
Yes.
with the sea salt.
So I'm gonna just drop some
Wow,
into my
look at
hand.
it.
You
It
can
is
see
super flaky.
how big it is. So then, yeah, Kelly, you can help me.
Okay.
So we'll wanna take some and put it on the top of each cookie. And then you'll do this right when they come out of the oven because they're warm.
So the salt will stick then to the melted chips.
Absolutely. And then you'll want these to cool for 10 minutes before you try to bite into them.
10 minutes, are you kidding
I
me?
know, it's torture. But that would be how you finish them off. I'm gonna pop the other ones in the oven while we wait, just so that way these ones will be done when these ones are able to be eaten.
Fantastic.
So what were you asking me, Kelly, about my website? I don't remember what you were asking me.
All of the things. Visit Rachel's website,
Sure.
rachelshommanagement.com, to see the plethora of things that she does provide and offer. And I know that when we have talked before that if there's something on there, a request that you may have, it's always open
Sure.
for discussion and things like that. So yeah, so let's get back to a little bit of cooking.
Sure.
If you were in your home and had an appliance, what appliance would have the biggest vendetta against you?
Oh my gosh, vacuums. Vacuums. I have 3 vacuums and I can't use a single one right now because like the engine or whatever it is, the motor, yeah, it's not working in my Dyson, which is frustrating. Then I have one from a friend that they had dogs. I don't have a dog. Love dogs, but I don't have one. And so when I use it, it smells like a dog in my house, and my cat doesn't like that. And so then I just bought another Dyson at an estate sale, and the same thing happened. It smells like a dog. So I'm like, vacuums are not my thing right now, but I'm gonna deep clean it from the inside out.
Well, we need to find a vacuum store and see if they can help sponsor Rachel and clean her vacuums for her so she doesn't smell like doggy in her house, even though she doesn't have a doggy.
Yes, my cat doesn't like that.
No. All right, here's another tough one, maybe for you. Baking cookies, who are the top 3 people that you would want to bake cookies with, dead or alive?
Oh my gosh, make them with? Oh, that is so hard. Let me think on that for just a second. Okay, 3. Okay, I think I would pick, and it can only be 3, right? It's not like if I say.
Top 3?
Okay.
Top 3 people.
Oh my gosh. I would say my mom. I love my mom, and she actually has her own chocolate chip recipe. Like, it's not this one, so it's a little bit different. So it'll be fun. I got to make this one with her, and so I would pick her. And then, oh gosh, I would also pick. I think I would pick Barack Obama because I think he's a really interesting person, and I think he's been someone that I think speaks really well and like has a lot of cool things to say. So I think it'd just be interesting to talk.
He'd probably
to
be fun in the kitchen too.
Yeah,
he'd have already had a bite or 2, I'm afraid. So I'm getting ready to get taken. No, I might probably burn myself. Okay, last one.
That would be cool to talk to.
That would be.
And lastly, someone who's dead, I would say I would probably pick Jesus because I think it'd be so cool to have a conversation with him, and bake with him would be even cooler.
Well, you know what? The cookies would come out amazing because he makes miracles happen.
Amen. And he, he's still here for us all the time, but I would just love to have him here in the kitchen.
Well, he might be here with us because these do look amazing, Rachel.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing this recipe with us. So everyone, to get this recipe, you're going to have to find it in one of our issues of Stroll. We'd also like for you to share with us pictures, comments, send them to kelly.harp@strollmag.com. Send those pictures over, send us your comments so we can publish them in the magazine, and give Rachel 2 thumbs up, 5 stars for how amazing these are. I do want to try one.
Why don't you give that one a try? It's a little like bigger, so it might have spread
It's a little
out.
messy like me.
Here, we can pull them apart. Let's see. I like mine to be a little bit like soft like this. They're hot.
Oh yeah. They're good. Oh my Lord.
Mm-hmm.
The dark chocolate is so decadent. Hershey's is a good brand.
It's really good. It's my favorite, for sure. And what, did you get some salt on that bite?
Oh my gosh, yes. So we have Sarah behind the camera today, and I'm just gonna beep off and give her a little taste of it.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
She just went, oh my God.
Y'all really need to try these. Your kids will love them. You'll love them late night when they're frozen in your freezer.
Oh my gosh, frozen, these would be great frozen.
So there are recipe instructions for if you want to freeze them on the recipe in Stroll magazine too. So in case you want to freeze them for later.
Yeah, we may need to make another batch right now. Freeze them so I can take some home with me and pop them in for later. Wow. Wow. This is pretty good, isn't it? That's why we eat at the end, because I'm sure I'm full of chocolate. You guys, this really is amazing.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers. Cookie cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Rachel, thank you so much for not only sharing some amazing cookies, they're delicious, smell-o-vision you really need, but thank you for sharing some tips and tricks and what you can do to help our residents of Riverview and the enclaves. So anyone that has any questions, may need some of Rachel's services, please don't hesitate to give her a call. Don't forget to reach out to us on all of our social media accounts, like and follow Rachel and I, Stroll Riverview. So cheers. Here's to turning Riverview unfiltered, truly unfiltered, where everyone's got a story and we're not afraid to talk about it. Cheers.
Cheers.